The highest graded measuring rod for any Christian in loving and living is Jesus himself. May the love of Christ be with you today. Is it possible to love like Christ loved? In today's Gospel, which is taken from St. John, chapter 15, verses from 12 to 17, Jesus urges his disciples to love like he loved. Love one another as I have loved you. One might wonder, why should Jesus insist his disciples to imitate him in loving, even when loving is a basic instinct and nature in every single person created by God? The Holy Scriptures testify that the then religious and political leaders and some of the prophets, whose teaching had great influence on the people, diluted the pure love with self-interest, self-love, and self-glory. And that brought lots of confusion among the people, including the disciples of Jesus. And Jesus have noticed several times the frequent argument among the disciples and their ambition to be the greatest and to dominate over the others, and to love only the friends and to hate the enemies and to destroy them. And so Jesus motivates the disciples to love like he loves, to love with pure love, to love spontaneously, courageously, and creatively. Now, you may have irritating and jealous neighbors, inhuman and angry boss, always pestering business partner or client, a friend who always takes advantage of you, an enemy who always sets a trap for you. No one can presume it to be very easy to love them. It is not easy. In fact, it is very difficult. But once you become aware of the love of Christ that is within you, and you allow that love to take control over you, then the things would begin to be different. You would be able to love like Christ. Pope Francis observes, the love opens us up to the other. It helps us to overcome all the barriers of our weaknesses and prejudice. The love of Jesus that is within us helps us to build bridges. It teaches us new ways. It triggers the dynamism of brotherhood, and it facilitates dialogues. The highest graded measuring rod for any Christian in loving and living is Jesus himself. And the great form of his love we have seen on the cross. And therefore, cross, the pain and problems, suffering and struggles are always powerful reminders of that love and his commandment. The Holy Spirit, the Spirit of love, is always there to empower us to love like Christ. And so, my dear friend, what do you think? Is it possible to love like Christ? May the love of Christ redeem us. Amen.